Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the daily update, my 1000 days challenge. This is day 658, so let's get things started. Alright, so first and foremost, I actually closed up all my short setup yesterday. What I mentioned, simply because I do see a potential reversal inside. And in addition to that, if you look in terms of a weekly candlestick itself, I did mention that we are nearer towards the low zone. We could see a potential bounce, especially towards this region. No doubt we could still retest this region itself over this weekend itself, and I do see that we could have a potential further downside if you look in terms of the 4-hour chart particularly. Of course, the daily chart did show some signs of relief barrier bounce itself, but if you look in terms of the 4-hour chart itself, we do see a bounce, we do see some sort of rejection candlestick over here. But what I'm waiting for is actually for this 4-hour candlestick to close. If it actually does close with a red bearish candlestick itself, I'll be keen to enter setup in terms of price action trading itself. So what I'll enter is from this candle close itself, and then with this over here, with a very tight stop loss over here, and then our target a very decent risk to reward setup of 1:1.5 to 1:1.7 region itself. And I'll be taking at least 50% of my profit position and moving my stop loss down towards break even if it does close with someone like bearish engulfing candlestick. And I want it to close below this 50 moving average, the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly chart itself. So that will be the potential setup. For S&P 500 on Nasdaq, I would say that the US market tentatively looks to be some sort of indecision kind of state, simply because we do see, if you look in terms of daily chart, we did close with a green doji candlestick itself near the near bottom itself. So bearing in mind that if you look in terms of line chart, it's actually still a lower low, but still it isn't a new low in that sense that we didn't break this low over here. So that's something to bear in mind. And then likewise, for what we see on Nasdaq, same thing, similar thing, but we actually manage to close with a slightly higher in that sense compared to this recent low. So overall, I would say that there's some sort of indecision over here on the US market with the doji candlestick formation in both market itself. And then for Asia, actually, it's a very interesting sign itself. Like I mentioned, the first sign that we do want potential reversal is when it actually closes above the 20 exponential moving average. And then we want the following day to actually break higher than that. So you can see we break above, we didn't break strongly above, we break above, and then we didn't break strongly above. So similar pattern over here. So we do see a potential very nice break over here. Even if we were to close near this bottom, or at least especially close above the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart, I would say that's a very good first sign of reversal pattern for ACHR itself. We definitely have to find support at the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart itself for potential strong reversal in that sense. However, one thing that I do not quite like is actually the K itself. We didn't form a similar pattern. In fact, we didn't manage to close above the 50 simple moving average. And right now, it seems that we are likely to be rejected off the 50 simple moving average on the daily chart as well. So these are both not very good signs because we actually want it to be happening in tandem itself for both the ACHR and KWEB to give a much stronger sign that across the board we are going to have a much potential likelihood of a clear reversal across the board for China equities itself. So let's see how things goes. And yeah, otherwise, that's more or less about it. In terms of equity balance, I did have a little drop purely based on the main trading setup. I did have some profit taking, whilst the loss actually bounced much harder itself. So actually did take a little bit more loss than I expected as well. And in addition, the trading fee was net in the loss. If you exclude trading fee, then yes, I'll still be in a small profit. So this is why I say that it's very important to look to ensure that you actually do factor into the profit or the trading fees as well when it comes to trading, because that will form a significant portion of your profit and losses if you do trade excessively as well. All right, otherwise that's more or less about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.